Okay, what's good everyone? We're back for the round 19 review. So, as you can see, we did not too well to be honest this week. 2,358, so 24,000-ish for the round. And yeah, we slid back a bit, so past 500 again. And we only have the one trade left. And guess what? I'm not afraid to use it. So, yeah, anyway, as we can see, we'll go into the team. So yeah, I ended up just looping Dacos and Richards because I was like, Dacos could get tagged. I did see McGuinness got named sub, but I was like, maybe Hawthorn to shut him down. So I just went the safe option, put him as an emergency, but yeah, it was fine. Anyway, we still just looped his score on, so that was fine with that. And yeah, look, Zach Fisher, 38. So just seemed like he didn't get near it, didn't have an injury or anything, as I've heard, but maybe he is still carrying it that he had. But he played well last week in the VFL. But anyway, Sheasel did play well in that game. To be honest with you, I haven't seen any football from yesterday, so that's the Sunday games. I didn't really watch any of these three games, so I don't really know what happened. So these three guys, I don't know what happened to them. But yeah, to be honest, all decent enough scores, so happy with them. Nick Martin, 90. Okay, yeah, it's alright, I guess, whatever. I'll take that. Houston with a 96. He was actually playing well, from what I did see. Just seemed like he faded out as the game went on. Especially with Kane Farrell out, I would have liked a bit more. And against Richmond, but it is what it is. Dacos, to be honest, I'm not sure how he got to 106. I reckon he probably should have got a 70 or an 80, but I guess champion data just, scales him up a lot. Now, Butters, an 89, captaincy on this guy. Seriously, especially given that Bontempelli, scored an extra nearly, 33 points, so that's what I lost there. Again, it's not the worst because it is only 33 points I got, and I did lose another, 19 points from merit, so it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, again, it's only 19 points from merit that I lost, so it's not the end of the world. And yeah, 33 from Bont, so it is what it is. And then Davis Uniacke, I did see a highlight that he had a 50-meter penalty paid against him late in the game, so that would have definitely hit his score. Goulded 108 is good enough. Merritt 108 is good enough, but bad for a vice captaincy. Although he was getting tagged, so it's hard to get out of a tag. So, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. The thing is with Merritt and Butters, I'll just go into a bit of more detail with them. Zach Merritt, he's getting tagged. So he's getting tagged. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Hugh Bond, maybe. I could be wrong on that. But anyway, so he's getting tagged. Yeah. And none of his midfielders support him whatsoever. Seriously. You've got guys in there like Jai Caldwell. Thinking he's Gary Ablett, just trying to get the ball as much as possible. You're not James Head. Seriously, put a block on for your captain. Oh my gosh. And Zach Butters, this was infuriating. Let's look at his time on ground in this game. This was annoying me so much. My internet's also been very slow for some reason today, so we're just waiting for this one to load. But yeah, let me just take you guys through this. So 102 minutes, so it actually was a lot more than it started off being. Because in the first half, in the first quarter, the first centre bounce of the game, he was on the bench. I was watching that and I was astounded, my jaw dropped. I was like, what is going on? Are Port Adelaide trying to lose this game against an 18th place Richmond team? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Why would you put your best player on the bench at the start of the game? I had no idea what was going on, seriously. Oh my goodness. And then he was getting underscored as well. I think he was on 27 at halftime. He wasn't doing amazing, sure. But he should have been on at least 40, 45, I reckon. And then I didn't watch the second half of the game, but yeah, he ended up having, a 70-point second half, so I guess that's good. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, sometimes I just, Butters on the bench at the start of the game, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Tell me you're trying to lose the game without trying to lose the game. Luckily they won it, but seriously, who else? I was watching some other stuff and I was just astounded. GWS v Gold Coast, oh my gosh, don't even get me started. Like, Tom Gray and Lockie Whitfield. Like, has Damien Hardwick even ever heard of them? Like, seriously, have you even ever contemplated watching a GWS game? Because then maybe you would have, like, actually seen what these guys do. Like, Tom Green just got so much contested ball and everything, was starting everything from the clearance for them. And then Lockie Whitfield just providing so much run. And guess what? Like, that's what ended up killing Gold Coast. Why would you not put someone on them? Like, so ridiculous. So ridiculous, you know? Like, where's the strategy? Sometimes coaches, I feel like, just try to be, like, so over the top. Like, again, you can have all the game plans and stuff that you want, all the set plays. And, like, sure, like, the, you know, footy fans and everything, for the most part, aren't going to understand it. Like, I'm not going to understand all of their set plays and everything. Fine, you know? But, like, a lot of the time, like, half the game is your offense and your set plays, but the other half is the defense, you know? And a lot of the time, you can have all these really complex defensive schemes, but just keep it simple, you know, a lot of the time, and just nullify the other team's best players. And in this case, it was Tom Green and Lockie Whitfield who just took the game away from Gold Coast. Like, seriously, that was so ridiculous to watch, you know? Like, I actually couldn't believe it, to be completely honest with you, that they didn't put any time really into either of those two. Just, yeah, I was dumbfounded, to be completely honest with you. Like, this is why sometimes I wish I chose journalism as my uni degree, you know, because, like, seriously, I just, like, need my opinions heard on a national stage. Like, after this game on the Sunday morning, so this game happened on the Saturday afternoon, on the Sunday morning, you would have seen on the back page of, like, the Herald Sun or the Age or something, you know, I would just have, like, a massive column in there being like, why Damien Hardwick has no strategy, he's declined as a coach, and Gold Coast are going to miss finals deservingly, you know. Of course, this was an away game, so they were always going to lose, you know, but whatever. Like, that was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, have you heard of strategy, Damien Hardwick? You can't just try to, like, be as offensive as possible, you know, as attacking as possible. You've got to play some defense, you know. Oh my gosh. Probably coincides with Matt Rowe's decline, you know, like, yeah, his output has so rapidly declined. I feel sorry for anyone that owns him still in SuperCoach. I don't know what's happened to him. He must be carrying an injury of some sort. Like, he tries his best. Like, I've got nothing against his effort. You know, he tries his absolute best. I'm sure he's probably carrying something. He just goes that hard every single game. You know, he really does. Like, yeah, I can't fault Matt Rowe's effort. Luckily, I traded him out like 5 weeks ago now. But yeah, it's sad if you still own him. Anyway, that was just a bit of a rant there. But yeah, Connor Rosie, 113, was playing well. I know he did get some type of a rib injury. I hope he plays. I think he will, so it should be okay. Seemed more precautionary rather than anything else, given they were up by a decent bit. Sarong 140. So again, I didn't see any of this game, but great to see him getting back into good form. Now he's got West Coast this week, who maybe are a decent matchup. I don't know. But yeah, like, as we can see, 3 previous games we had not really been scoring that well. So to pump out a 140 now is nice. Walsh 94. I did hear that he had some type of an injury concern, but I think he's okay from it. So yeah, geez, 3 poor weeks now. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, I guess that's what happens anyway. So hopefully he does better. Then who else are we looking at? Dowling did well, 83. I'm pretty happy with Dowling's performance. He's going quite well. And Kyan Brown, oh my gosh, if you didn't see, like, he went off in the VFL. I think he had like 27 touches, 24 tackles or something. Yeah, hopefully he gets a game. Like, seriously, Melbourne getting pumped. Just play him. For my SuperCoach team more than anything else. But anyway, Cherry 109. I didn't really see this game. Yeah, the Sunday Arvo game, Twilight game, didn't really see it. But yeah, good score. Grundy 72. I thought he was playing alright. I didn't see a heap of this game. Actually, wait, no, yeah, I didn't see any of this game, to be honest. Brisbane v Sydney. But yeah, I thought he'd go better on Oscar McInerney. Actually, no, I think that's a lie. I think I saw like 10 minutes of this Brisbane-Sydney game. I think that was all I saw on the Sunday. And from what I saw, Grundy was playing pretty well. It was in the second quarter. And they were like, Grundy's monstering Oscar McInerney right now. But to only end up with a 72, it is what it is. Okay, and then Flanders 128 just, yeah, keeps going amazing. To have not dropped below 100 still at this point in the season is insane. You know, 118 average. That's crazy. Heaney, 72, down game for him. Zorko, 129, good to see. Moore, 106. Yeah, so this is good, you know, like, he's definitely getting a bit more consistency into his game. You know, not every week still, like, as we can see, a 71 there, but 3 out of the last 4 games have been hundreds. That's pretty good, you know. Like, you definitely take that. So, yeah, happy to see that, definitely. And he just works so hard, he's an absolute workhorse. Like, you just know he's going to be giving like 100% effort all the time, like absolutely relentless in there. And yeah, culminated in a great Hawthorn victory. Love seeing this game. So yeah, Fisher 38, yeah, again, I think I touched on this briefly, but seemed like he just played bad, got subbed out and everything. So look, I guess we'll see what happens there. I guess we'll see. And Kerno 106 finally showed that he's like a Coleman medal favourite. Well, I mean, he's leading it at this stage. Probably is going to end up getting his third one this year. So yeah, I heard he kicked, because I didn't watch it, but yeah, kicked like 3 goals. I think I was just looking at the match report here. Kicked 3 goals in the third quarter or something. Charlie Cronin's kicked 4 goals. So yeah, that's amazing. Good to see. So yeah, tunning up there, beating Caldwell as well. I know Caldwell got injured. I think he's going to play this week anyway, so I think he's fine. But yeah, good to see that Kerno got up on, Caldwell. So, because yeah, it was out of them too, and Caldwell's put on probably like 200 points on Kerno since I traded him in. But look, that's what happens sometimes, so it is what it is. And Richards 52 went not too well either. Probably should get dropped, to be honest. I don't really know how he's still getting games, but he is. And he's not even getting subbed out either, so that's pretty crazy. So that's just that. Although I guess Kruger did get subbed out because he was injured. Maybe he would have been the tactical sub, Richards. I'm not sure. But yeah, there have been a few injuries this week, it seems like. So, I mean, like guys under an injury cloud. Like, I guess Walsh to a degree, Rosie as well. Anyone else? I think that's it. I think it's just those two for me. I know other people have like a Caldwell. Dawson's out for a week. That was a bad hit that he got. So hopefully he's definitely his best from that. Who else was there? I think there was a few other people that copped a knock and stuff that are highly owned. But yeah, I think for me at least, both of these guys should play. So that should be alright. And yeah, look, I've got one trade. I am not afraid to use it. I will pull the trigger if necessary. And the guy that I am looking at this stage is Zach Fisher. However, as you can see, if I do trade him out, it's going to have to be someone with DPP, and I'm just really worried about the ruck line because I've got no cover in the ruck line. I don't have a Luke Jackson. I can't even swing him even if I did with Vizentini here. So, yeah, I'm very, very, very worried about that. But, yeah, I guess what we could do potentially is we could trade like a Vizentini, put him there, and then, no, I'd have to get a ruck forward in. Ruck, DPP only, if we did that. But there's no one even playing here at this price, so there's no point in doing that, really. I mean, Henry Smith, but probably will get dropped or at least not play too many games. So, yeah, we're just going to leave this. Again, the season's kind of cooked for me. I can't do too many things. I don't want to trade Fisher this week. If he's playing, if he's listed to play, I will keep him. But yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. If we just go to players I can afford. Okay, so Mackay I know did get injured, but again, we were only really looking at guys that are forward defenders, which is honestly probably not too many of them. Because we need some type of cover. Tom McDonald's the best option we can go for. And I just do not want to go there at all. Blake Hardwick probably not the worst, to be completely honest with you. I know he did put up like that 180, early in the season. But he looks like he doesn't have some of the best games either. So I don't want to go there. I don't love that option. Jack Lukosius maybe isn't too bad if he gets on a run, kicks a lot of goals. But actually, he hasn't even turned up once this year. So probably not. Let's see. Who else? Charlie Combe is up to 458k, but not going to trade him in, definitely. For this. Liam Baker, actually. Okay. I'm probably not going to use this trade this week, but it's just nice to see some of the options that are available if I wanted to. So, that's probably what this is. Jack McRae, 8. I think he was a sub, wasn't he? So, unfortunate for anyone that still has him, although you've had a lot of time to trade him out if you did. But, yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, I think if we did, we'd probably go Liam Baker, I'd imagine. But for this week, we're going to keep him. So that's that. And then, yeah, for this week, how are we going to set up? I guess pretty much the same as this. Just do these subs and everything. Will Dawson, hopefully he comes back. He's available now, I'm pretty sure. So hopefully he does. That would be a massive help. Dowling, the thing is, you can't even use Dowling as a sub for the forward line unless any of these three guys are injured. We can't even loop him. And I would want to loop him with, Fisher or Cano or something. But you can't even. So, yeah, that's annoying. So, yeah, we can only really use him as midfield cover. So that's that. And then, yeah, the rucks I'm happy with. I'm happy with them. Even though Grundy didn't score the best, but I'm still happy with it. That was at the Gabba, wasn't it? Their game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it would have been, yeah. So I guess makes sense why he didn't score as well there. Hopefully he does this week against the Bulldogs. Tim English, he should be definitely strong enough for Tim English, who did play well on the weekend. But, Grundy's a different opponent to Sam DeConning, I think he was up against. Okay, so looking at this for this week, the last thing we pretty much got to do is captaincy. So yeah, hopefully we don't have to trade this week, but if we do, then we do. So, yeah, so let's see. Okay, so Sheasel against Geelong, probably not, but Sheasel's been playing well. Okay, Dacos against Richmond, that's a good matchup. That is a good matchup. On the Sunday, yeah, okay, I think that's pretty decent cover if I have to captain him. Ryan against West Coast is not too bad, but just hasn't been scoring the best recently, so probably wouldn't. Hayden Young, probably wouldn't trust him with the captaincy. Nick Martin against St Kilda, he did score a 130 against St Kilda early in the season. That was when he had 44 touches or something, wasn't it? Yeah, 44 disposals. So, but he just doesn't have the same role as he once did, so he won't go there. Houston against Carlton, he put up 170 against Carlton last season, didn't he? Yeah, but yeah, he already played them early in the year and only scored 98. So that is what it is. Probably not going to captain him. Even with Kane Farrell out, probably won't. Bontempelli against Sydney, they'll probably put some type of time into him, I would imagine. So yeah, I think John Longmire is a good coach, and I think he definitely knows that you've got to. Like he did with Lachie Neale. First time Lachie Neale's gotten tagged in ages. Good strategy from John Longmire. They were unlucky to lose that game, but good strategy actually putting someone on, the person that's taking the game away from you, Okay, and then yeah, Butters, probably not going to captain him. The time on ground scared me a little bit. Davies Uniacke against Geelong, I think is a good option. I think you could definitely go him. If we just take a look at the DFS again, I haven't refreshed this yet, so we'll see how it switches up. Wait, I just saw Collingwood have -7. That's a lot. Western Bulldogs have -7 as well. That's crazy. But yeah, anyway, if you had Tim English, that's probably not a good sign for him. But yeah, inside mids, looking at these. Oh, Brisbane is so positive. That's so annoying because I don't have Neale or Dunkley. Gold Coast are positive as well. North are positive. So let's see what specifically Geelong are. So assessing this one. Geelong are negative now. So they were positive early in the year, but now they're negative. So probably not going to look at Davies Uniacke. Goulden against Bulldogs. What's a winger against the Bulldogs? Wing defender. It's not really him. I guess just inside mid. Bulldogs are negative. For these, they're positive though, but he's not really those. Okay, and then Merritt against St Kilda. What are the St Kilda? They are positive, but not by too much. And then, who else is there? Rosie against Carlton. Probably not going to captain Rosie. Although he's been playing well, Connor Rosie. He definitely has. Sarong, maybe he's back in form now. I probably wouldn't be that opposed to captaining a Sarong. Probably vice-captain more than anything. But, yeah, I don't think that's the worst option going him. Walsh, I probably wouldn't captain Walsh given the injury cloud. Cherry against Geelong. That's a good matchup. That's a really good matchup. Okay, so if we look at Geelong in the ruck, yeah, +14, going up against Sam DeConning at Blundstone Arena. I think I'll probably go him as vice-captain. That's a good matchup. Okay, especially if they don't bring in Reece Stanley. I think he is fit, though. We'll see. If Stanley plays, I might not go Cherry, but we'll see. Grundy against Bulldogs. I'm sure he probably will score well, but again, I probably wouldn't be prepared to captain him. The Bulldogs, yeah, are barely positive in the ruck. Okay, and then Flanders against Brisbane, probably wouldn't go him there. Brisbane are in really good form, to be honest. So Heaney against Bulldogs. I probably wouldn't captain a Heaney though, to be honest with you. Yeah, Bulldogs are negative as well for inside mids. Zorko, I wouldn't really look to captain a Zorko. How does he play in these? This is the Queensland matchup, isn't it? The Queensland, what do they call it? The Q Clash. He did score 160 against them earlier in the season. I remember that game. Him, Neil, and Dunkley all just went outrageously well in that game. Dylan Moore, probably not going to captain him. Although he did score, 169, I think, against Adelaide early in the season. Yeah, so potential, but I probably wouldn't. Fisher, not going to captain him. Kerno against Port Adelaide, probably not going to captain him. It's probably going to be a tough matchup for him this week against either Radigalia or Alia. So hopefully he scores well, but I'm not so sure. Dawson, not going to captain him. Reid, not going to captain him. Dowling has been in good form, but not captaincy worthy. Nor Lazaro or Brown or Vicentini. Yeah, did Vicentini ever play against Carlton? I think he did. No. I remember he did play against a Melbourne team in his debut game. I can't remember who that was. Let's check. It was Essendon. Yeah, that was the game I was thinking of. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, not going to captain him. Richards, not going to captain him. Livingston, not going to captain him. So that's pretty much that. Okay, so let's see. I think if Sam De Koning is rucking against Tristan Cherry, I probably honestly like that VC matchup quite well. What's his previous form against them been like? Not too bad. But, I mean, again, a different ruckman. Really, it's like the ruckman that is the biggest kind of differentiating factor for how they're going to score. And it's at Blundstone. And North Melbourne haven't been playing too bad either. So, yeah, they're not too bad an option. And then I reckon I might either go Sarong or Dacos as captain. I'm not sure who. What's Bontempelli's recent form against Sydney? It's actually pretty good. Bontempelli is just so safe. But this one's away from Marvel. But he did score 122 just then against Geelong at GMHBA. And, I mean, 131 at the SCG is not too bad. Look, I just want to be safe with captaincy. Some of these guys like Sarong and Dacos have really good upside, but I think just overall, I just want to be safe. So I'm just going to, play it safe and go Cherry into Bontempelli. Bontempelli is just a guy I can pretty much rely on to get at least 110, So, I mean, these are a bit below that, but, for the most part, I can pretty much rely on him to do that. He's just that good. He really is. So, yeah. I think, by far and away, the most consistent player in the competition, Marcus Bontempelli. He's an absolutely insane player. If we look at, average for the year, Gawn's just behind him. I would say probably, Gawn is the second most consistent player of the year. And Neil's also pretty consistent. He just gets tagged a lot, to be honest with you. So, difficult for him. He's been going ballistic. He really has. Okay, anyway. That's what I'm thinking. Cherry into Bontempelli. Also, I'm not sure I'm a full-time YouTuber anymore, sadly. So, this might be my one and only upload of the week. I'm not sure, though. I might do another. But just putting it out there. So, that's what I'm thinking. But, otherwise, this is how we're going to line up. Again, there's not too much to talk about anyway. But, I might still do another upload this week on, Friday or something. Just going over a bit of the teams and, looking at how we're going to set up. But otherwise, who are we going to loop as well? We can loop. Actually, looping might be difficult. Oh, no, it should be fine. We can loop Zach Reid. Yeah, we can loop Zach Reid, who plays at 435 for Cherry. So that's fine. Okay. So that's pretty much all I've got for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. And also, I just wanted to quickly say thanks to everyone for 200 subscribers as well. Very good accomplishment to hit. So, I was meant to mention the 100 subscriber one when we hit it, but I just forgot in the videos. But thanks for that one as well. And now 200. So, that's amazing. Thank you guys all so much for that. And, thank you guys all so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one.